25 of the Futsal Champions Series. This week, Fridays are for futsal as two teams with vastly different seasons welcome us to a busy weekend. Mitwest has their first of two matches this weekend with their most difficult challenge so far. The side did reinforce their team with some free agent signings during their big break and saw some glimmers of improvement in their last match. Even so, they were unable to come away with the win and are looking for their first points in the final four games of the season. Ole Futsal Club will be feeling immensely confident after handily defeating defending FCS champions Detroit Imperial last week. Their season has been nearly flawless, and with help the rest of the weekend, they could secure first place. With 3 matches in the next 2 weeks, they will surely be playoff ready. Will Ole secure first place, or will Mitwest defy the odds with their first points? Find out as Ole Futsal Club hosts Mitwest Futsal now.
And welcome everybody to Friday Night Futsal here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, with Grand Rapids Ole taking on Mitwest. Big match for the league leaders versus Mitwest, looking to get their first points of the season. And Grand Rapids already up 1-0. One of the most potent teams in all of American futsal today, opening up in front of their home crowd. Here at HSB, the homeschool building, as we see an attack coming in and just a shot wide put over there. And the attack absolutely relentless from this side. Looking to make their mark going into the playoffs. They were the first team to clinch and appear to have the home court advantage in the semifinals, with all roads leading to Lansing on March the 29th for the FCS championship match. And Grand Rapids showcasing that they really mean business and want to take that title here in their inaugural season. As we see a little bit of give and forth out there on the wing, looking for that far post. Oh, great chance. Just couldn't connect it on the far post out there. And still 1-0, Grand Rapids. As we see the attack coming in, trying to just take his defender outside there, but running out of real estate. Was the always trusty Sammy Escobar. Was part of the United States futsal team camp not too long ago. We see Grand Rapids tonight giving a few opportunities for some players as we see the attack coming now. 2v1 situation, decides to take the shot and just wide right of the mark. As we see the goal clearance coming in. And an errant and desperate pass, causing some issues from Mitwest, who've had a difficult season, still winless on the year, but looking to improve. Notched a couple of goals in their last match last week in a losing effort, while Grand Rapids still remaining undefeated. As we see Ole meticulously crossing the side out there. A little bit of a risky footwork, but paying off out there from Jair Real. Going to be fortunate there that wasn't pickpocketed by Mitwest, otherwise it would have been a straight breakaway. And it's a big weekend in the FCS. Pivotal games happening tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. You get a trifecta of futsal action. And we'll talk more about that throughout the broadcast as we go just past the 3-minute mark here in the first half. It's Grand Rapids opening up the scoring just seconds into it as we see beautiful little footwork and a release out there. It's a great effort by Jair Real. Johan Vasquez sitting up at the top. Just waiting for the right move over to Real. Dishes it off to his left, and a nice shot and an even better stop out there by the goalkeeper from Mitwest, Hector. Another attack by Grand Rapids. Calmly palmed, but no match for the rebound as Grand Rapids double up their lead. We see a beautiful shot off the rebound there from Daniel Diaz. First shot by Hector. Beautifully placed just on the inside of the goalkeeper's palms, and that short post. Not the best defending out there by Luli. And Mitwest down 2-0. 4.5 minutes here into the first half. Mitwest with an opportunity. It looked like a little bit of a foul. Could be a rolling accumulative depending on what the refs call. And they're just seeing normal contact, nothing being made there. As Olay look to open up the space and break out of their zone. You see this beautiful court out here. The gray sport tiles. The 40 by 20 surface out here in Grand Rapids. Oh, interception by Grand Rapids. Trying to make the move out there, thinking a little contact was hitting him, but to no avail. Another attempt by Grand Rapids. No matter what the score is, either they are down or they're up by a few. Grand Rapids are relentless with their offensive prowess. Every single game they show up with intent to win. There's no quitting that side. They certainly won't be having mercy on anyone going in there. They want to keep that blade sharpened. In their first ever FCS playoff run, with a great pass across the court out there. A little bit of a shoulder nudge into the back. The Grand Rapids winger over there. No call by the officials, letting it go early on. As we see Ethan Jansen over here. Jansen initially looked like he was going to go for the shot, but using that peripheral vision to try and find his marker. The far post, but not getting enough juice on the pass. And another opportunity by Olay. And a timeout called here by Mitwest. Each team, of course, in futsal given 1 minute, one timeout per half. And in the meantime, got to thank our sponsors, Ally Marketing. Let's be friends. If you need any marketing assistance in any way, shape, or form, there's no other reason to go to anybody else but Ally. The official marketing partner of the Futsal Champions Series. We are futsal. And just past the 6-minute mark out here, for some of you with the sharp eagle eyes, you may have noticed on the Grand Rapids bench a very familiar face, former national futsal team head coach Keith Tozer. He's also the commissioner of the Major Arena Soccer League here in the United States. Keith, a very good friend of futsal over the years, a FIFA instructor, ran a very successful podcast, which yours truly was a guest on many a time. And Keith has gone all around the world to teach futsal courses and spreading the word of the greatest sport on the planet. Special guest tonight out there for Grand Rapids. Wondering what kind of a wisdom he's imparting onto this Olay side that, frankly, according to the standings, don't really need it. But they've just been on an absolute tear all season long out there. And I think at this point they're trying to think of what they can do to stay undefeated in the regular season. As we see the game starting back after the 1-minute timeout from Mitwest. You can bet they're in that conversation. They were trying to get the team to calm down a little bit and get back into some better shape because the defense was all over the place out there in the opening 5 minutes. As we see Grand Rapids back into the half. A layoff again, another beautiful pass, one more coming in. Oh, and a big defensive play out there by Ibrahim. That was a sure goal. That would have definitely brought it up to 3-0, but Ibrahim with the slide. Grand Rapids wanting it again as we see Josh Pierce bringing it out. Another shot, but not enough. Getting a palm on it was Hector, but there was just way too much sauce on that. And it goes up in the top right corner out there where your mom hides the cookies during Christmas time. And now Grand Rapids Olay up 3-0 here just past the 7-minute mark of the first half. They're not going to rest out there. If you like goals, they are a-coming. Grand Rapids, as we spoke about earlier, refused to quit. Doesn't matter what the scoreline is. I want to let everybody in the United States know that they're one of the top teams out there in mean business every time they step on the court, and they are definitely delivering right now for the home side. Full capacity crowd here as Grand Rapids go at it again, and the corner kick awarded with Sammy Esquivel. Looks like he's going to be the one to take it in. He's had a solid season so far. Trying to get the scoop off the corner to no avail, but picked back up by Cesar Martinez. He brings it over now. Oh, got a great opportunity out there, but stopped by Hector. Controlled this crease really well out there to break up that attack. And a fourth goal in the opening half of the first half certainly would have put Mitwest on life support. You see a 1v1 battle. Calmly won by Urbano Romero as Grand Rapids relentlessly on the attack. Oh, beautiful cross-court pass out there by Aaron Gamez. Great vision out there by the Ala. And Hector with the throw. Finding his winger out there, but making much of it. Oh, that would have been something special had Esquivel gone in and finished that off. Getting the chip off the first touch. And Hector with a kind of a careless underhand throw out there. You don't want to give the team a 50% chance to gain possession out there when you have it. That's why you see a lot of these goalkeepers in futsal utilizing a side throw or an overhand out there to get right to the foot of their target. When you throw with the underhand out there, not so good. Oh, and Grand Rapids out there, just nobody covering the far post for Aaron Gamez. That is a man you do not want left open in front of the goal. And Mitwest need to control their defense badly right now. There's just really no communication. And we're at the halfway mark of the first half. Grand Rapids Olay up 3-0 against Mitwest here in the Friday Night Futsal primetime action tonight. Grand Rapids again. Another opportunity broken up there, but Grand Rapids again with the rebound. Big save by Hector. A rebound again. Oh, a beautiful behind the back pass. Opportunity after opportunity for Grand Rapids. Running wilder than Hulkamania here in front of their home crowd. And another opportunity, a shot. Stopped by Hector. Cleared out by the Mitwest defender. see Josh Pierce calmly rolling the ball out to his defender, and Grand Rapids taking a very patient approach, as they always have. Waiting to see the right opportunities and gaps. Great pass out there to get deep into the zone from Chris Mendez. It's great teamwork and wonderful awareness here by Grand Rapids. As we see Mendez deep in the corner, bringing it up top out there. To Johan Vasquez, the trusty veteran. Ooh, and just trickling left of the goal out there was the shot from Ole. As we see a corner kick awarded. Ooh, a beautiful spin move out there. Oh, denied by the defender. Oh, could have been an early candidate for goal of the week by Chris Mendez. Just pivoting and spinning out there like he was Michael Jackson in his prime. Grand Rapids again out here. Mendez. On the right wing there, bringing it to Diaz. Oh, lays it off. Shot stopped again by Hector. And another goal by Grand Rapids. Brings it now to 4 as we take a look at the replay. And the chip going right in. Jair Real just beats Hector. Take another look at Real's goal. And it just keeps on coming and coming and coming for Grand Rapids. Losing possession as Mitwest takes it. And Ibrahim desperate to get on the score sheet here and open up the tally for Mitwest. A little bit of a communication mishap out there between the defenders. And they just really have to calm it down. They have to open up space. We've seen so far that they've been bunched up. There's no transitions. Rarely the opportunity to counter. And given the pressure that Grand Rapids are giving them. As you see here, it's like they're playing in a 2-2 box system, but chasing the ball. They're really going to need to switch that up against the very intelligent Grand Rapids side that have proven to be incredibly in sync with each other all season long. Oh, beautiful ball opportunity again. Open net, but just slipping and not being able to control it out there. And Hector faking the long pass, opting to shortly deliver it out to his defender. But Mitwest immediately losing possession. You're going to have to wonder what roster switches they're going to make next year to get out of that basement spot as Mitwest. Grand Rapids on the attack again. 1v1 versus Hector, who gets a toe on it. And intelligently cleared out there by Josh. So we see Grand Rapids on the attack again. Patiently fading out, drawing their defenders very close, and just as Mitwest, oh, great move out there, another pass, finish this off. Denied by the defender. Grand Rapids all over Mitwest if you're just joining us from wherever you are across the world. Live here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. 4-0, Ole. Looks like it's going to be an accumulated foul out there for Mitwest. far post. Oh, you have to think for a second instead of making that far post pass. Might have been a little bit more beneficial had Marcos Real just taken that shot. You have to feel bad for Mitwest goalkeeper Hector, who's made some clutch saves so far, just about a dozen, but defensively not really getting any help whatsoever. It's especially as hard when you have the undefeated league leaders at home coming at you time and time again. Sammy Escobar getting the ball out there, and you know he's looking. Good slide tackle from Mitwest. Oh, another opportunity. Escobar, big stop by Hector. It bounces around a little bit, but Hector able to hold on to the possession of it and prevent another Ole goal. Just when you thought they were out of it, Escobar with another shot, and Hector with another save. This truly is a David versus Goliath match out there. And essentially Grand Rapids clinching that first seed with a win today. So we see Ibrahim trying to go to battle and pick up that ball. You'd have to wonder if Mitwest score, if that'll just give them an extra little bit of wind in their sails to get back into this. But facing a daunting 4-0 deficit. So we see Hector slightly fumbling the ball out there and Ibrahim slipping. Sometimes these sport tiles like hardwood can get a little bit slippery. And anyone who's played futsal can certainly attest that the floor is unforgiving. As we see Ole now utilizing goalkeeper Pierce to come back in on the attack. Opening up space, that's what they're all about. Move out there, and it looks like it passed the goal line. No. Hector prevented it out there. It looked like it just squeaked by. Hector breathing a sigh of relief. Getting a little head action coming out of his goal area as we see Escobar coming in for the kick in. And it's certainly a tale of two very different seasons out there with the high-flying Ole. They've been the epitome of consistency and results. And you're getting it so far here tonight. Mitwest just struggling to find their way. And Escobar deep in, leaving it. And the rocket stopped out there. It was on target, the shot from Cesar Martinez. But Hector and Ibrahim both on the goal line preventing the fifth goal. But the way that the game has been flowing, you just know that this fifth goal seems almost inevitable by Grand Rapids. You can just feel it in the air. And the pressure has been relentless. They are not taking their foot off the gas. Ling out to the wing out there, and a cross-court pass. Oh, that could have been a remarkable, beautiful goal had they just finished it off out there. Great vision to start that off out there was Johan Vasquez, who went to the far side, and then the pass from Mendez seemed like it was right on the money, but no prize at the end of that one. But they'll get another opportunity here. Corner kick, Ole. and the shot goes off each post out there. It doesn't get any closer than that. And Mendez shaking his head. I'd love to have scored that. Two massive opportunities there, and Ibrahim taking the shot, missing the Grand Rapids net there. As Josh Pierce wasting no time to get the ball back in action. When you watch Grand Rapids, you just know that this team is feeling it. They mean business. They want to send a message to the rest of the country. Oh, the shot wide. Just the tap-in missed by Urbano Romero. Grand Rapids just completely exploiting the far post against Mitwest, and Hector coming way out, almost to the center line out there. He's got to be thinking, hey guys, if you're not stopping this offense, I'm going to come out and help. As we see Vasquez again. Just at the top of the Mitwest half, dishing it out with his partner in crime, Yair Real. And another shot just wide over the crossbar. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. We'll certainly have more action. And we have some big news to announce coming up too for the FCS that you will not want to miss. It'll be the buzz all weekend long as the FCS grows. Every week, the action coming to you across the world, live here on the FCS channel. But we'll get to that during the halftime as Grand Rapids pushing to get the fifth. Diaz wants that goal and shoots about a meter over the top of the bar. And can't even hold on to it. It was Luli. It was a pass that seemed pretty much on the money from Hector, but the frustration leading to simple mistakes. And you have to feel if Mitwest escaped this first half only down 4-0 that it is fortunate, just given the amount of attacks and opportunities that Grand Rapids have had. As we see Ethan Jansen coming back in. Grand Rapids on a 3v2, but again, just out of sync with each other out there, and missing that pass was Luli. And Hector just getting down a little bit to prevent Lito Esquivel. Getting it in there. And Ibrahim just giving a little bit more space to Grand Rapids. And this isn't the team you want to give that space to. If you give them an inch, they're going to take a meter off of you. They just got to press harder. They got to open it up. As we see their defensive shape and the diamond all over. We'll see a quarter kick being taken by Jansen. The speedy number 3. Oof. Key opportunity missed out there. Whiffed on the shot was Grand Rapids. Pierce with the clearance, hitting the top of the ceiling of the arena here. And that'll be a kick in for Mitwest coming out of their zone. The referee trying to explain the rules out there. As that ball hits the ceiling, it's got to come out on the side for the kick in. Hector just getting the ball out of his area as we see the seconds roll down. Last chance out there, palmed out by Hector. And that's it for the first half. Grand Rapids off to a big start out here. 4-0 at halftime over Mitwest. And they are only 20 minutes away from clinching first place in the regular season here in their inaugural campaign in the FCS. And you gotta think, what can Mitwest do to get back into this game and make it competitive? We're gonna find out. Keep the channel on. Grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a cold one. Hey, with the winter season being here, grab yourself a hot one. We will be back shortly here with the FCS Friday Night Futsal primetime game between Grand Rapids Olay and Mitwest.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
And we're back here for the second half between Grand Rapids Olay and Mitwest. Will Grand Rapids lay it on even thicker than they did in the first half, or will we see Mitwest making the necessary changes to get back into it? As we see Ibrahim with the ball, keeping his arms up. No support. And Grand Rapids looking to give another opportunity, and an opportunity well taken. Oh, beautiful in the top right corner. Oh, what a shot that was out there, and that's how you open up the second half. What a rocket of a shot that was out there by Cesar Martinez. It just does not get any better than that. The man might as well sign up for the U.S. Forces. He's a sniper and a half with that. I want to see that replay over and over and over again. Oh, and I'm sure we will after. Goodness. First minute in the second half, matching the first minute of the first half. Grand Rapids scoring early on to set the pace already. And we have a goalkeeper change for Grand Rapids. Coming out is Josh Pearson. Going in was Andreas Montez. Grand Rapids looking to give some playing time to their two stud goalkeepers here en route to the playoffs. And again, if Grand Rapids hold on to this lead, it's going to be first place. As we see Mitwest struggling out there, just putting it across their crease. What changes in the offseason are they going to make? They will certainly need a few of them. Just no cohesion out here. The young side from Detroit. Down 5-0 to their cross-Michigan rivals. Jimmy Sabal bringing it in and out there to Hernandez, who just boots it out. And just no pressure here from Mitwest. Finally a little bit there by Sabal. And Hector coming out cleanly to clear that out. Hector, the only reason this game isn't 10-0. So we see Grand Rapids on the attack again. We talked about them always trying to find the far post, and Sammy Esquivel was just waiting there to notch it in, but it's just a little bit over his vertical. Grand Rapids again. Coming out is Vasquez and Daniel Diaz. Know each other exceptionally well. Vasquez looking to exploit and find a gap. Calling for it out there was Real. Far post wide in a completely wide open net. Shot missed. And Vasquez not happy with himself. That was an easy tap-in. Mitwest under pressure. Hector getting the ball in between two Grand Rapids attackers. You see Diaz back on the court. And Hector getting down low to prevent another goal-scoring opportunity from Grand Rapids. An opportunity for Mitwest and not able to connect off it. Single digits in shots for Mitwest. And they're going to have to penetrate more and take more risks out there. They just have to be better in terms of their pressure and their cohesion in the passing. It's going to take way better efforts than that. Defensive mishap by Steve Santiago. Should have been a little more patient on it. Wondered if it's the frustration. And we go from number 9 in Mitwest over to number 9 in Grand Rapids. As we see the shot just wide of the mark there by Jair Real. We see Montez wondering if he's going to get a little more action than Pierce did in the first half. Not much to worry about tonight was Pierce. And a wide open net goes in, and that is numero 5 for Grand Rapids Olay. A little tap, tap, taparoo, quoting Happy Gilmore's Chris Mendez. Right over here, 2 Grand Rapids players with an open net, and Mitwest defensively, just a disaster. Hector frustrated. We got a timeout called out there, and we talked about a couple of key things coming up at FCS as it grows out here. And the big news, the first of 2 that you're gonna get tonight, you get a double helping of dessert, folks. The FCS is excited to announce the launch of a brand new women's futsal league coming in the winter of 2025. The FCS women will begin play in November of this fall. The first inaugural season will be played from the months of November through March. The first season of play will conclude in the first ever FCS Women's Championship on March the 7th, 2026 at the beautiful Lansing City Arena in Lansing, Michigan. And the first season of FCS Women will feature 6 teams in a 10-game season. The first 4 teams have already secured their slot in the league, and they'll be excited to be announcing them in the coming weeks. So huge news for women's futsal as FCS expands into the women's program. Now, if you are interested and you know a club or you represent a club and you think you're the best of the best, well, the application window is currently open until June 1st, 2025. So check out the FCS official website to get involved. And of course, there's no application fee. And we get back here after that big, exciting announcement. Women's FCS hoping to supplement future women's national teams. Players out there as we see Mitwest on the attack. Speaking of the women's futsal, the USA getting a 2-0 win in their first friendly in Costa Rica earlier this week as they prepare to qualify for the first ever FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup in the Philippines later this November. Women's futsal growing across the world. CONCACAF giving an opportunity with their first Women's Futsal Championship, and now the FCS looking to add to that. A great compliment to what's been a great FCS season here for the men. So we see a free kick opportunity here for Grand Rapids. And a shot blocked out there. Grand Rapids again. Oh, off the bar. You see Mitwest desperately trying to get out of their half. And almost pickpocketed there in the goal area. A little battle. Mitwest finally, almost an opportunity to get out there. But the pass by Jimmy Savall. That could have been a 3v1. And a pivotal opportunity to get in there. As we see Nathan Hahn going to the corner to get it slowly. Getting attacks out there as the Mitwest players looking dejected, trying to find an opportunity to strike against the first place Grand Rapids side. Undefeated. Mitwest getting a rare win on the battle out there. As we saw Ole trying to expose the flank, as they've been doing all season long. We'll see. A kick in coming in from Mitwest deep in Grand Rapids territory. And it looked a kick in violation, resulting in Grand Rapids picking it up. Oh, first big shot out there from Mitwest. Finally getting some action out there. Andres Montez getting a palm on it with a corner kick now for Mitwest. And taking a deflection off the foot, picked up by Montez. Calmly scooping it out there was Sammy Esquivel. Grand Rapids coming out again. Ooh. Esquivel just going, I was so close to pulling L2 and toggle stick with my foot and putting the shot on target. Esquivel, a presence out here all season long. As Ole looking to get to lucky number 7 here against Mitwest in front of their home crowd. Mitwest deep again out there. No one in front of the crease. An opportunity. And Ibrahim sliding. That was a crucial opportunity for Mitwest to get on the scoreboard, but Ibrahim slipping and not able to get the ball on target. And this is probably the best minute Mitwest have had all game long so far. But defensively, just giving too much space. It's one thing to respect Grand Rapids Ole, which they should. But when you're down like this, you got to come at them and show what you have. And this young side, they don't lack speed. Mitwest have some great qualities in terms of their athleticism and their speed, but they're just not putting it together. And it's the futsal experience from Grand Rapids. The reason why they're dominating, not just in this game, but the season, as we see Andres Montez coming out. Grand Rapids now so confident that they're using the goalkeeper to attack. And just cycling the ball around out there. Lito Esquivel to his family, Sammy. Oh, what a clearance. Ironically, by the goalkeeper of the attacking team. That's a new one out there for the futsal record books. Beautiful run out there. And Sammy Esquivel picking the pocket of Jimmy Savall. But Grand Rapids with a key opportunity to score. And go figure, Andres Montez. What seemed like an opportunity where you put your mortgage for him to score, just put it over the bar. And he's going to be hungry to try and get back and add his tally on the score. As we see the breakout of Cesar Martinez. Back to Montez. And there you go. There you go. Just getting into the action. But hitting the side of the goal out there. Andres Montez, he's had 2 key opportunities to try and get it. And he's hungry. I haven't seen a goalkeeper this hungry in a long time. He wants to get it. We see a corner kick now for Mitwest. Ibrahim with the shot, stopped. But it looks like another violation from the inbounds. The second one in this half. And for those relatively new to futsal, you have 4 seconds for the inbounds pass out there. And the ball having to be properly aligned. That was the second time the boys in red from Detroit made that mistake. Opportunity, Grand Rapids. Ooh, and just hitting the back heel out there of the Olay defender, and Ibrahim going in, and a clean tackle by Esquivel, and Ibrahim not happy out there. It's the number 8 from Detroit offering his hand. Sammy Esquivel not happy with that, trying to show some sportsmanship. Ibrahim Diamande not happy one bit. And there's the handshake out there. It's Sammy Esquivel wondering why. And all one has to do is look at the scoreboard to see why. Clearly Ibrahim Diamande frustrated. And interestingly enough, Mitwest now looking to gamble with the extra attacker, but even with that losing possession there was Steve Santiago. It'd be interesting to see Mitwest coming out with the attacking goalkeeper being down so much and slowing the pace of Grand Rapids and seeing what they could do. Well, I'm curious to see if the coaching staff will pull that off again, but the attacking goalkeeper here for Grand Rapids. Oh my goodness, a beautiful move on the side out there by Andreas Montez. Absolutely reeking of confidence going in. He wants to get on the score sheet out there, and he had 2 world-class opportunities to make it happen and missing, so he's going to be even hungrier now as a result. Mitwest just looking to hold onto the ball, but Grand Rapids pressure forcing them to make mistakes. And as we spoke earlier, about 10 minutes ago, about the FCS expanding into women's futsal this winter, we got another announcement coming up shortly. We'll do that once we get a little break in the action, whether it's a timeout or a sponsor's announcement. We see Montez coming out of his area. The young, hungry goalkeeper looking to make a name for himself, get on that score sheet, and not sure what Sam Almutama was trying there, trying to go against 3 Grand Rapids players. As we see Olay patiently waiting, trying to find that right opportunity. The shot! Stopped by Hector Hernandez. Now that was a bullet of a shot out there taken by Chris Mendez. Might want to change his name from Mendez to Menace, because he's a menace to society when he gets on this court out here. Shots out there, Mitwest, an opportunity, and no one home to tap that in. And Mendez can make a game turn on a dime out there with some of the moves he's put. He's got a wonderful bullet of a shot off that right foot. Mitwest with possession. In the left corner, Grand Rapids half, looking to break that goose egg and make it a 6-1 game. As we see Hector Hernandez coming out, seeing if they can get a little bit more space with the extra attacker, and it should be pretty easy if they can just retain possession and the pressure of Grand Rapids just too much, and Mitwest conceding another turnover. constant passing and back and forth out there as this experienced Olay side. As we see the breakout. Intercepted by Mitwest defender. And picked up by Hernandez. And we see the ball go out of bounds for Mitwest possession around the center court. Oh, and Hernandez with a giveaway. And the shot missed out there, as you see. The frustration out there from number 19, looking at the sky, wishing he would score that. You see the aerial launch out there by Hernandez, not getting to the marker out that he wanted. And with 9 minutes left here in the game, one has to think, what can Mitwest do to change the tide here? And it have not been doing so much. A couple of opportunities earlier in the second half, but not able to capitalize on them. Hernandez coming out a little farther than he should in his crease. As we see Steve Santiago tried to break out there, but Mitwest will take possession. And as we said, Grand Rapids with a win tonight, which is looking more and more likely as the seconds tick off the clock, will clinch first place. An opportunity, far post, and stretched a little too far. That pass out there by Marcos Real. Wondering if he should have just taken the left-footed attempt. And as we talked about, we got FCS action all weekend long. And tomorrow, the game of the week. Mitwest versus Detroit Imperial. Playoff implications on the line, the final game of the season for Imperial, who are in fourth place right now with 12 points. And they're ahead on goal difference considerably. If they win tomorrow, the likeliness of them clinching is absolutely strong. But it's going to be no easy task against the second place squad, Mitwest, who have qualified with 16 points. And Mitwest, not to be confused with Detroit's Mitwest, who are playing right now as we see Grand Rapids on the attack. And it's almost like Grand Rapids are playing street ball right now, giving their young players who aren't normally their starters a little bit more of an opportunity to shine and gain some minutes here. Try to keep every tool in their arsenal sharp as possible when they host their semifinal match, and that's presuming they hold on, of course, but as we said, with each second off the clock, it's appearing more and more likely. Coming into the match tonight with 6 wins and 1 draw. And a goal difference of plus 28. Second only to Lansing City. And Lansing tied for third place with Imperial, but the tiebreaker being points differential in Lansing with a plus 30 goal difference. So again, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, Mitwest versus Imperial. Something tomorrow night is going to have to give in the FCS futsal game of the week. And if that wasn't enough, Sunday, tonight's opponents, Mitwest, going up against Jinga futsal. And Jinga in a must-win situation. They have to win on Sunday to stay in the playoff hunt, but they will be bringing all guns a-blazing in front of their home crowd. As we see Ibrahim take a knock and down on his back. Wondered if he's tugging at his hamstrings or it was just a real bad knock. As the coach asking if we can sub off him, but Ibrahim simply going to walk it off. Grand Rapids going to have an inbounds kick out here. Taken by Cesar Martinez. He's had a pretty solid game tonight, and minus that missed touch out there. And now sees Mitwest retain possession. Grand Rapids on the attack again, Sammy Esquivel. Nice little bit of footwork out there. As Mitwest come on the attack. Ooh, through the legs. A little salad for your diet, but just missing Jimmy Saval on the left flank out there. Grand Rapids trying to get that 7th goal. And they're bringing out Andreas Montez to be the extra attacker. Ooh, and try to get a little behind the back action there was Montez. And he was hungry. He had those 2 key opportunities earlier. He wants to get on the score sheet. He's playing pivot right now. It's unbelievable. The confidence of the goalkeeper playing in the pivot position. Not something you see every day. Only here in the FCS, where fortune favors the bold. Grand Rapids again. But off the Mitwest defender now for a corner kick. And the shot going up. Oh, and it goes off of the hands of poor Hector Hernandez. It trickles in the net. And it is lucky number 7 for Grand Rapids Ole. We see the shot. Beautiful layoff out there by Esquivel. And making a big shot on target was Martinez. So you see Cesar with the shot and Hernandez putting it up in the air, and it takes that little arch down. Oh, and Grand Rapids smelling blood in the water. Trying to go for number 8. Not content with that 7th goal. Ooh, a little spin-a-rooney out there. And there's number 8 out there, Sammy Esquivel. Oh, let's take a look at this replay out there. Wonderfully done. A little tap. Wish we could see the spin-a-rooney a la Booker T. Just like that, with just under 5 minutes left in the match out here, Grand Rapids Ole up 8-0 on Mitwest. And the remarkable thing about Grand Rapids Ole, if winning tonight, which is seemingly pretty much locked in, is that'll be 8 games to clinch first, and they still have 2 games remaining as they go on the attack again. And you're going to have to wonder if the motivation out there is now to give their young stars a few more playing minutes to sharpen their tool and remain undefeated. The only team undefeated this year in the FCS is Grand Rapids Ole. And what a way for them to come in and book first place in winning the league in front of their home crowd here. Because now they're going for 9. And defensively, Mitwest, an unmitigated disaster. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. A lack of pressure, a lack of cohesion. The movement and the shape's just not flowing out there. Grand Rapids wondered if they can get the double digits in goals. As we see J.R. Real on the close flank out here. He's going to make that move. Instead, opts for the center, lays it off. Oh, beautiful run in and a beautiful finish out there. And there is number 9 on the night, scored by number 8, Marcos Real. As we see the brothers, Jair to Marcos. And just beating Hernandez through the 5-hole. Inching closer to double digits again. With over 3 minutes, you certainly wouldn't bet against them. And we talked about another announcement. If the Women's Futsal Champions Series announcement moments ago wasn't big enough, there is the FCS National Showcase happening this July. From July 11th to 13th in Lansing, Michigan at the beautiful Lansing City Arena. We see an accumulated foul called there on Grand Rapids. The FCS National Showcase is the premier futsal tournament this summer for men's professional, semi-pro, and high-level amateur teams. This event is going to take place over a 3-day period starting on July 11th and concluding on July 13th. It is an open event, so this means any independent and outside teams are allowed to participate regardless of affiliation. The showcase again at the Lansing City Futsal Court, and all games are going to be broadcast live right here on FCS Live. The cost is only $500 per team, round-robin style scheduling, 3 games guaranteed, professional broadcast at a premier futsal venue, probably the best in all of Michigan, with FCS licensed futsal referees using FIFA rules. Registration is now open. Divisions will be announced on June 18th. Schedules announced on July 1st, Canada Day. Happy birthday to our neighbors out there to the north. And I'm saying that because I am a fellow Canuck. Don't worry, we'll bring the maple syrup flavor down there for y'all. So be a part of the premier U.S. futsal event of the summer at the FCS National Showcase. For more details, go to the FCS website, no matter which state you're from, whether it's Alabama to Alaska and everything in between. If you have an elite futsal squad, come out and be a part of it. Earn the championship. So there you go, folks. FCS expanding to the National Showcase this July, and the announcement of the first ever Women's Futsal League, courtesy of Futsal Champions Series, starting this winter. And we're back now with Grand Rapids Ole up 9-0 here against Mitwest. The first and last place teams going at it in front of a capacity crowd here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And you just know Grand Rapids want that round number 10. And almost getting it there if it wasn't for Hector Hernandez. The lone bright spot tonight for Mitwest. Counting over 23 saves this evening. And just seconds remaining. Will Grand Rapids do it? Oh, beautiful footwork out there. Oh, a wide open net. Oh, and Mitwest getting away with murder over there. That was almost a sure thing. And it's been about the 5th or 6th sure thing tonight for Grand Rapids. And you just have to wonder what the coaching staff are thinking. They're going to be happy with the win. They're going to be happy with clinching the league title, clinching home court advantage. But as any coach knows, they don't want to see any opportunities left on the table. As we see a foul called against Grand Rapids, and Mitwest with an opportunity to try and break the shutout here that Josh Pierce and Andres Montez are sharing. Getting the shot, stopped off, oh, and a key opportunity. That was the best chance Mitwest had all night to get on the scoreboard. They'll have another chance here with a corner kick. In the final minute of this FCS futsal primetime match. As we see Sam Almutama try to get in, and now Grand Rapids player down on the court. Actually, Mitwest down out there as Montez tries to help him up. It seems like he took a knock on the knee out there as the referee comes to check on him. And it's Ibrahim. And here, you want futsal, we got it for you out here at the Futsal Champions Series. Check out our YouTube channel for all of the action, every game of the season on the YouTube channel, along with interviews, the Third Half podcast, interviews with all the players and coaches. And also check us out at the Futsal Champions Series on Facebook and, of course, the Instagram as well. And on the website, scores, standings, schedules, news, every little bit of action that you need from the FCS is available at the futsalchampionseries.com. And if you want to watch it, all you do is add /live, and you know you can get your futsal fix out here. And the referees now wiping the court, making sure no one spills on it. And the corner kick opportunity with seconds left remaining in the game. Can Mitwest break the shutout? And a opportunity almost to pickpocket and go on a breakout there was Grand Rapids, but coming out of the net was Hector Hernandez, the attacking goalkeeper. They do not want to get shut out, but it's appearing more and more likely that's the case. With just seconds remaining, Hernandez literally given the Hail Mary. And almost getting a clear shot on target out there was Mitwest, but not getting any heat on it. And it's just opportunity squandered is the name of the game here. And that will do it, folks. Grand Rapids Ole in their inaugural season, clinching first place in league play with an emphatic 9-0 victory over Mitwest of Detroit. And Grand Rapids sending notice to everybody in the FCS that they mean business. They have the league title with 2 games to spare and are gunning to win the double. They will have home court advantage right here at HSB. And that brings them to 7 wins and 1 draw, the only undefeated team here in the FCS. And on the opposite end of that spectrum is Mitwest, who dropped to 0-7 on the season. And Mitwest will have an opportunity to get it as we have the league standings in here. As we saw Grand Rapids coming into the match 6-0-1, now 7-0-1, 22 points at the top. Mitwest moving down to 0-7. with a goal difference now after today of minus 87. And Grand Rapids on fire. They have certainly been grand all right all year long. And we talked about Midwest versus Detroit Imperial tomorrow. Here's what the playoff picture looks like. Clinching home court advantage in first place is Olay Futsal, and Midwest United with 16 points playing tomorrow against a desperate Detroit Imperial side that are going to come out guns blazing. So number 1 and number 2 have been booked, but still 2 playoff teams and spots available, and that's Lansing City currently in number 3 with a plus 30 goal difference, Detroit Imperial in 4th place with a plus 13, and with the Zynga playing Mitwest on Sunday, Detroit are going to come out strong tomorrow against Lansing to get those full points. And if they draw or they lose, all Zynga really has to do is win against Mitwest on Sunday. And you have to think Mitwest haven't drawn or won all year. Zynga have to be heavily favored to win that Sunday match. But the game of the week here at the FCS is tomorrow, Saturday Night Futsal. Is there anything else better? Not in my mind. Midwest versus Imperial tomorrow. And that game is live at 7 p.m. Don't miss it. Upcoming FCS action, as we said, next week, week 17, March the 7th, on Friday night, Midwest hosting Grand Rapids, hoping to turn around the result from tonight. It's going to be an uphill battle for Midwest against this Grand Rapids Olay side. And then on Saturday night, Lansing City versus Grand Rapids. That is going to be a cracker of a match out there, and City definitely wanted to take points in front of their home crowd. And the other Saturday night game at 8:30, Midwest completing their back-to-back nights of action against Midwest United, coming in with a 5-2-1 record. Live stream coverage begins 20 minutes prior to kickoff. That's week 17 next week, but we're still here in week 16. And tomorrow, Midwest versus Detroit Imperial, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live stream here on FCS Live. And again, Zynga versus Midwest at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, March the 2nd. So if you want some futsal action all weekend, we got it for you right here. The buffet of futsal on your table. And tonight, Grand Rapids Olay clinching first place in front of their home crowd, 9-0, getting full points over Midwest here on Primetime Futsal at the FCS. I'm Chris Fernandez, and on behalf of the whole crew and production at FCS, we wish you a great night, and we will see you tomorrow for the pivotal game between Midwest and Detroit Imperial. Good night, folks.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.